Heather beetle looked like an excellent candidate for a biocontrol agent, so it was time to ask for permission to release it.
Once we had convinced ourselves that the beetle was going to be very successful as a biocontrol agent, we then had to convince the government that it was going to be a good idea.
MAF, the Ministry of Agriculture and Fisheries, had to approve the release of heather beetles into New Zealand. Today this role is performed by the Environmental Protection Authority, or EPA. EPA examines the research, asks for public input and decides whether new organisms can be released.
We go through quite a rigorous process in demonstrating that the beetle is specific to the target plant, in this case heather. We do extensive testing, some here in quarantine, some back in the UK. We tabulate that into a format that is presentable in a report that we then present along with the evidence that the beetle is going to be sufficiently specific, host specific to the plant. It is going to be free of disease, it is going to be free of parasites.
Approval for heather beetle release was given in 1996, but researchers hit a snag. The beetles they'd carefully reared for release were infected by an internal parasite.
Unfortunately, we were nearing the release stage, and we discovered that the beetle population that we had a disease, a small single-celled parasite, microsporidium. So we clearly couldn't release the beetles that we had. We were obliged to either clean that population up, free them of the disease, or import further beetles.
How do you cure a tiny beetle of a stomach bug? With lots of patience and strict attention to hygiene.
So once we actually had a clean culture, a clean population, free of the disease, we were then able to mass rear and bulk up the beetle numbers that we had for release around Tongariro.